a person's decision to take the step into the exclusive realm of Rolex ownership might be motivated by a variety of factors. The historic brand carries a great deal of value, not only financially but also culturally and symbolically. It is widely acknowledged as one of the most trustworthy and well-known brands in the entire world. It is a sign of luxury, class, and status all at the same time, and because of its history, the company is associated with some of the most influential persons of the previous century. All these factors contribute to its extravagant price that a lot of its buyers don't seem to mind. Rolex is a very unusual brand in the sense that consumers will nearly always retain the value of their watch, or it will likely increase in value over time. This is one of Rolex's most appealing selling points. Even with vintage Rolex watches, this is still the case. When compared to their original list price, the value of popular Rolex models such as the Hulk, Pepsi, or stainless steel Daytonas might see an increase of between 100 and 200% on the pre-owned market. The price of Rolexes has been steadily rising for a while now, so higher prices in the coming years are not going to be a surprise for a lot of the brand's consumers. But somehow, there is a question that a lot of Rolex fans are contemplating. Will the Rolex watches from the secondhand market drop their prices to retail levels? Welcome to Lux Life, and when it comes to luxury and lifestyle, we've got you covered. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, let's start. So, you might be asking, will Rolex prices go back to retail in the secondhand market? To be honest, this is very unlikely. We simply cannot imagine a future in which Rolex will be able to maintain production at current levels while maintaining product quality, since the buzz surrounding them shows no sign of dying down in the near future. Resale prices have risen to or above retail levels across the board. There could be situations in which a particular model, for whatever reason, actually does go through something of the kind, but my speculation is simply founded on all that we are able to observe regarding the manner in which the market has developed over the course of the past few years. Because of how Rolex's business model appears to be structured, it is highly unlikely that prices on the secondhand market will ever fall to a level lower than the retail price again. You could always say that if people stopped hearing about mechanical watches, then demand would go down, and if demand went down, pricing would go down as well. In fact, we saw something like that take place in the most recent quarter. However, what we have noticed as a direct effect of that is that there has been a drop, but not just for one particular model. They are still trading for above retail, but the margin between the two prices has shrunk to 30% over retail from 50% over retail. Moreover, the nature of this circumstance typically shifts based on the particular model, family, or reference that is being discussed. Therefore, it appears that something similar could eventually make its way down to retail. Back then, you might purchase a watch, use it for a short period of time, and then sell it for a profit or a loss, depending on the market conditions at the time. After that, you're free to purchase the next watch, and after that, you can just kind of continue through that process, which is how I believe the enthusiast experience, sometimes known as the collecting experience, to have been in the past. This was before it became available online and exploded in popularity over the course of the past, let's say, 5 or 7 years. Unfortunately, it does not appear likely that Rolex will ever return to that at any point in the future because of the current circumstances. The market situation right now is pretty different. We know that 5 to 7 years ago feels pretty recent, but this is the situation now, during the pre-pandemic times, which was the end of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. People who bought watches and paid the retail price willingly paid a big amount of money, even if the price of the watch was much lower than that. It is all because everyone is just so eager to get a Rolex watch that they are willing to pay huge amounts of money for it. The price of a number of Rolex watches on the market right now is significantly more than it was in the past. We have the impression that most individuals are so preoccupied with the here and now that they are not able to see the bigger picture at times. There was a time not too long ago when only a select few of the most desirable Rolex models traded for more than the retail price, but these days, practically every watch costs more than its original retail price. The last 2 years truly changed everything for the brand, affecting its foreseeable future. While we think it is highly unlikely that the prices will go back down to retail in the coming years, we will never know what will happen next. With the current situation of the world, especially with the economy, who knows what's going to happen? Everything is unpredictable, so it is very important to be ready at all times. But at the same time, it is pretty interesting to realize that no one really thought that we would be where we are. The watch market was just a niche back then, and now it is a booming industry that just grows at a rapid pace. No one could have predicted where we are today in terms of how crazy the market got years ago. And with this, it is pretty exciting to know what is going to happen next for Rolex and the watch industry as a whole. But no matter how much it costs, we think that people who are passionate about Rolex watches wouldn't mind splurging on a timepiece that they really want to acquire and add to their collection. After all, who can blame them? There are a number of compelling reasons to support making the investment in a Rolex watch. There is no correct or incorrect action to take when one is considering purchasing a Rolex watch for one's collection. There is no right or wrong response, regardless of whether you are seeking investment goals, status, the ability to express your personality, the pursuit of excellence, the enjoyment of symbols, or any combination of these things. Considering all of this, there is always the possibility, although there is no way to know for sure, that your particular Rolex will become quite rare in the years to come, which could result in a significant spike in its value. Be cautioned, however, that this rarely occurs in extremely unusual circumstances and is in no way something you can count on. In the end though, regardless if Rolex prices go down or up, a lot of people are still going to buy from the luxury brand. After all, their timepieces are not just random pieces of watches, they are also symbols of status and luxury. And for a world where reputation is very important, these watches are always a good buy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell to receive updates in our latest videos. Also, feel free to leave us a comment. If you want to watch more videos, head on over to our channel to see more from Lex Live. See you!